Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Stock Tip Daily Update with me, Marcel Todia from Stock Tip. Surprise, surprise, we had another crazy day, another unexpected turn of events today, and my positions got closed sometime later in the day, so it's a pretty wild time, and the strategy I've been talking about yesterday seems to make a lot of sense, namely don't do anything too crazy, try to remain mainly in cash and try a short here and there. But today I think it's the first day we get some the first day this week, or since Wednesday, that we get some positive signs up there, and you can see the signs better in the 30-minute chart or in the 15-minute chart. So in the 30-minute chart, you see we've opened the day with a nice gap here, and we've maintained this level for the whole day, and some extra. We finished the day with a lot of force, with a lot of volume, and we above the 456 market. So mark. So this would be the first positive sign we've got. And why is it so positive? So we are above all the lines. Not only that we reached the 50 moving average, but just with this gap, we've reached the 50 moving average, and we've maintained it. And at the end of the day, we are above all of these moving averages. So if you take a closer look at our chart, it comes to show that we haven't got a lower low than this one. So there may just be a chance that we are heading for this direction for 458, or if all goes well for the big price here, 480. But of course, these are all just possibilities. You know what I always say. So you can't. There are no fortune tellers on the stock market, so nobody can predict the direction the market is going to. For example, this looked like a bullish candle here, but it turned out to be nothing, because the investors today decided no, they had some money to invest, and they wanted to go long again. So this is it. The negative side, we don't have that much volume, so we are below average, but at least we don't have any distribution days here. The last time we had some less than average volume was this day here, where we started going south again. But on the other side, on the plus side, if you take a closer look on the historic part of the chart here, namely you take a look at the developments of where are we? So December and October. So October here, where the last deep correction was, we have this turnaround candle here. The volume was below average, and the whole rally here until the top, the volume was descending, so decreasing, and the whole time it was below average. So there may be a chance that this time around it won't go south, but it remains to be seen. So what as I've said, what I like is the 30-minute chart and the 15-minute chart. So these are my reasons for some optimism. And actually, yeah, you might remember from yesterday, I was still short here, and after today's gap open, like always, my strategy would be to erase my stop loss order, and to place it above somewhere above the high here of the first 15 minutes of trading, and this was 446, something over 446, just something over 446. And as I've seen it develop, so initially I only placed the stop here, and as I've seen the developments during the day, that we were still above the VWAP, I actually added something to that stop, so a long position, and it got activated in the last 15 minutes. I don't know where it's heading. but I sure like it. I hope it's just heading in the right direction. So if you may take a look together at the weekly chart, still doesn't look anything like anything that's surprising, so it doesn't offer anything. So we shall just have to wait and see what the developments are. So I'm just invested in the SPY and nothing more. In the meantime, the Nasdaq seems pretty similar to the SPY, only that we've showed some more strength here during the day. We've managed to finish some. So where are we? So we've managed to finish with 2.5% in plus, while the Nasdaq was only, while the SPY was only 1.6%. Also, the IVM managed to finish 2.68%, and the IVM looks at the moment the strongest of them all. So not if you take into account the whole movement here, but at least the last I think the last 2 or 3 weeks or so. So if you only take into account this portion here, then of course the IVM seems like the logical pick and like the best setup, or let's just say the best chart. The DAX also pulled its weight, also with a nice up, but I don't think you can trade the DAX that well here. So just take a look at all these gaps. So you get ripped apart here. So gap. You'll just get ripped apart. Euro to US dollar, nice developments here. I've on this note here, I also managed to close my position. I think here at the closing I've managed to close my position and to turn everything then into euro again, and I've left it in euro, and the euro grew today, so I'm pretty okay with this. So my hedge has been lifted now, and pretty much at the entry point. My entry point was actually here, so I'm good. I am with plus minus and 0, perhaps a small plus. So I'm good, and it looks like a nice consolidation at the moment. So it looks like a bounce out of these moving averages here. Hard to say because the moving averages are pretty much horizontal at the moment, but we are not that far away from our resistance line here, so it may be that we are nearing it again, and with a breakout then the next move up is bound to come. Oil, also a positive day, but nothing new here. A strong day, but nothing new, and still below our main resistance line here, our trend line. Gold had a negative day, a small gap here. That's why I recommended trading it in the weekly chart. So if gold manages to go 1 or 2 weeks like this again, so sideways, then I may just be convinced to also buy in, but not at this moment. So only if you get a nice consolidation here, nice pullback, or a nice rebound here. And silver still hasn't managed to break out, or it has managed to break out, and now it's down again. Say it like this, so now it's down again. Okay, then the trades we did today, the trade I did today, I've already talked about, but I was also stopped here at the same time in the queue, so my stop was somewhere. My initial stop was actually here in the queues, 352.3, I think, yes, and I've moved my stop above, somewhere above this line, or I think at 355 or so, and it still got stopped. So I didn't act on it anymore. I've let it be. But you also see here the queue also looks pretty strong in the 15-minute chart intraday. So there is a small reason to celebrate or to look forward to. and my position in the IVM. So this was my best position, my safest position, and my stop was at 204. And we've still opened way beneath 204, but I've left my stop for the time being, and the 15 minutes of trading it got closed. But this was not a bad idea, so I pretty happy with all of these trades. Happy not, but I can justify them to myself, and that's what it is. That's what is important. If you think you did it right or you did it wrong, and seeing how this candle was here at that time, I think it was justifiable. The only unexpected thing was the gap which eroded some of the previous winnings. That's that. So you can protect yourself every time. So here also this gap eroded some of the winnings. I couldn't do it any better, so perhaps next time I will wait for a definite breakout, and I won't be that imprudent. Okay, so there goes the first and the second part of our video. I actually wanted to tell you I've added very new scans, so there are some major opportunities out there. I've added them to the list, to the favorites list, and to the top list. I will begin today again with some top picks, because it just might be that the markets are going to go up again, and I don't want you to miss out on anything. So here goes for the next part of our video. But remember, if you liked our presentation today, then remember to like and subscribe, and maybe subscribe also on our website. There you will find all of the setups and more. Now, don't forget stock-tip.com.